All right, FightHype.com. Sean Patel, happy to be here with the former WBO super lightweight champion of the world, the man who fought everybody in his era, Mr. Demarcus Chop Chop Corley. Demarcus, man, I know you're coming back to the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championships, taking on Reggie Barnett Jr. In a week or two here. Man, I got to ask you, after a 23-year professional boxing career, what's making you jump over to the Bare Knuckle Fighting game?
I still have the desire and the hunger for it, and not being to get them. So I got an opportunity to do bare knuckle, and I like to fight at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. What's going to be different going from the boxing ring to the bare knuckle fighting? What's going to be the main adjustments that you got to make, Demarcus?
Adjustment is trying not to break my hands in the fight.
Right, because I think
that's the most thing I'm mostly worried about, breaking my hand.
Right, because we saw Paulie Malignaggi, in his only bare knuckle fight, have problems with that. Is it hard? In boxing, when you got the gloves, you could catch on the gloves. Do you think that's a big difference going from boxing to bare knuckle? Is you can't parry as much and catch shots on the gloves?
I really don't know, because I'm a different kind of fighter. And there are things that you want to see me do, and you're going to be like, he really say he never done this before? But at the end of the day, I can actually fight, not box. I can fight.
What's the difference there? Even if it's still just fighting from the shoulders, as they say, it's just going from the hands. What's the difference between knowing how to fight and knowing how to box in that regard? Chop, chop.
The difference from boxing and fighting is you learn how to box when you're in there fighting. So I learned how to fight from fighting in the streets. Then I got to learn. Now I have skills on top of my fighting ability.
Mm-hmm. What's probably your record street fighting, your unofficial street fighting record, Demarcus?
Like 9-1.
Appreciate you keeping the one in there.
One loss in the street fight.
Hey.
Oh yeah, guy beat me before.
Mm-hmm. Do you look though at the BKFC as, you're a former world champion, but Paulie Malignaggi, two-time world champion too, and he actually lost his only BKFC fight. Do you look at that as this might be tougher than some people think? Because these guys have never been world champion, and you have, and Paulie has, but looks like it wasn't just the easiest transition. What do you think about that, Demarcus?
Paulie fight, I watched it a couple of days ago again. Paulie's not built for bare knuckle fighting. Boxing is called bare knuckle fighting. They want to see a fight. And if you don't come to fight, upsetting the fans, the audience, the people, the crowd.
What's your opponent? What's your opinion?
I have a lot to lose.
What's that again, Demarcus?
You said, what's my opinion?
On your opponent, Reggie Barnett Jr.
Reggie is a solid opponent. He fight. I fight some bare knuckle. I saw his wins. I saw his losses. I'm just learning about Reggie. I'm the big guy. He's the smaller guy. I'm so used to fighting guys that are bigger than me. I haven't faced no one that is smaller than me in a long time. I want to see how I feel. I want to see how I feel when Reggie actually fucking hit me with the. Because at the end of the day, I like to fight. I know it's but there's a switch inside of everybody that nothing inside of me. Reggie switch because he's done bare knuckle. You all haven't seen the switch come on inside me when I get punched in the fucking face. With no camera gloves, I can take them. I train so much with equipment, and then I get in there and fight on the head here. That's nothing. You're gonna see a fucking animal when another man hit me in my fucking face. Fucking berserk.
You always had a good punch, Demarcus. Do you think you get the knockout in this fight or a stoppage? And then you're the bigger guy too.
If Reggie don't run, I'm gonna knock him out. So I ain't worried about Reggie hitting me on the chin, hitting me here, hitting me there. I'm gonna get hit. I'm coming to get hit.
Chop Chop, where were we at, man? You were saying, I'm gonna get hit in this fight, and you're not worried about that.
No.
But
I've been cut before, so that's what the doctor's for.
I gotta ask you though, Demarcus, do you still have that right hook that you hurt Floyd Mayweather and Miguel Cotto with? Is that punch still there?
You don't have to ask. You don't have to ask. I'm gonna show you. When I hit Reggie, you for that win.
You know, Demarcus, I had to bring up that right hook that hurt Mayweather and Cotto. They didn't see that punch coming, did they? Both of them.
No.
Why do you think that is?
It's a punch coming from the opposite side of your body. Mostly. And they train to fight mostly all right-handed fighters. Until you face a person that's southpaw, the punch different. That is not a shot that you see that's coming around.
What did you think, Demarcus, when you went on to see those guys, Floyd and Cotto, become faces of boxing? Did you take pride in how you performed against them when all those years after they went on to dominate and fight a lot of top champions who didn't hurt them like you hurt them?
I take pride, no, I can punch at 135 pounds, at 140 pounds, and 147. But 147 is much more impact on me.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of that era when you were fighting for the titles around those 140 weight classes? What do you think of your era when it was that time in the 2000s versus today in boxing?
Back then, fighters fought everybody. It wasn't no promoter want to have the promoter rights and is an A side, is a B side. The promoter said, look, the fight, last man win, let's make some money.
Right. Who's impressing you today in the sport?
You're in and out.
Who's impressing you today in boxing, Demarcus?
A lot of them. Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney, Lopez, Teofimo. Luke, he's retired. He impressed me his last fight before he got beat. Lomachenko, the Matrix, before he beat.
What do you think of Canelo?
Lopez showed
Oh, sorry.
Canelo is just on another level like Mayweather. Go ahead.
No, it's tough with the connection. No, but so you were saying Canelo gets you're impressed with Canelo right now, Demarcus?
Canelo is like another Mayweather. You can go find someone to beat him because he has adapted the blueprint of fighting like Floyd.
That says a lot coming from Demarcus Corley because, after Floyd fought you, he said, quote, you're such a tough motherfucker that you gotta be in my gym with me to help me get ready for all these fights. So for you to know Floyd Mayweather in the ring as well as anybody and to say Canelo's actually getting to that level, it says a lot. He really is that good, huh?
He is. Are you gonna be at the fight?
At the BKFC?
Yeah.
I'm not sure because I've been at a couple fights the last couple weeks and now I got, mom, baby moms. My wife wants me to stay home and so I might have to sit this one out. But I'll be supporting and putting that money down to watch it. Me and FightHype, we're gonna put that money down and support you, Chop Chop. So
you gonna see that right hook come.
That's what I'm looking for.
They're gonna put it in slow motion for you. Watch.
They will put it in slow motion. I know what that means. But with this Chop, if 2019 was the last time you ever step into the boxing ring and it's bare knuckle now, what was your best performance in your 23-year boxing career?
Take the fight on 5-day notice. Becoming WBO world champion. That is the greatest moment of my career. It can't get no greater than that. I have 7 titles, but none can ever surpass a 5-day notice.
That was
shocking the world. And shocking the world with a first-round knockout. 2 minutes.
Was that against Junior Witter, Chop? I'm trying to remember. No. But
that was Trinidad nephew.
Right. I know you fought Witter, though. But, and then
yeah.
On top of that, who were the top? Because you fought everyone, man. You fought Maidana, Matisse, Devin Alexander, Junior Witter, Zab, Floyd, Cotto, on and on and on. Who off top were the best 2 or 3 guys out of that list?
Again, you froze.
Oh, Demarcus, you fought everybody. Floyd, Cotto, Alexander, Maidana.
You froze.
Shit. So Chop, we were on, because you faced everybody. I mean, just box record people. He's faced 10 or more world champions. Who makes the cut as the top 3 you ever faced, Chop?
The top 3? Mayweather. Number 3.
Say it one more time.
Mayweather, Cotto, and Zab.
I think that's what people would expect. So that checks out, right, Chop? But before I let you go, man, March 19th, BKFC.com. Chop Corley taking on RJ Barnett. Is there anything else you want to let boxing fans know, Chop? 23-year professional boxing career, fought the best. Anything you want boxing fans to know from the man himself?
That I'm not done. And I'm going to show them in Bare Knuckle Fighting Once I beat Reggie and knock Reggie out, that's put fear in the other 105 pounds. They're going to fear me because I'm a different kind of fighter.
They're going to play that right hook in slow motion, you said.
Oh, they're going to play it back in slow motion when I hit Reggie.
Because we know what that means.
I'm going to try to take his head off.
Thank you, Demarcus. Again, boxing fans, March 19th, bkfc.com to order it. Demarcus Chop Corley against RJ Barnett. If you want to see the man who fight the best in there doing it bare knuckle style, order the fight. Thank you, Demarcus.
No problem. Appreciate it.